Hello, everyone. My name is Ana Martha Ayala, and I'd like to welcome you to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I wanted to discuss with you the April 2024 aspects that we will be having this month. Now, April is coming in hot and heavy because there are a lot of aspects that are going to happen in Aries. We have an eclipse in Aries. So there's going to be a lot of activities happening. We have the sun in Aries. We have the North Node in Aries. We have Mercury in Aries. We have Venus coming in on April 4th in Aries. And we have Chiron in Aries. So there's a lot of decisions that you want to make really quick because Aries doesn't, take too much time to decide stuff. But because of the Mercury retrograde that's happening, you are going to be going back and revisiting old decisions. So April 1st, Mercury goes retrograde in Aries at 27 degrees, and it goes direct April 25th at 16 degrees. As a reminder, if you can postpone, make signing contracts, making business decisions, making moves or travel plans, especially travel, like the right before Mercury goes retrograde. So you're saying like March 30th, 31st, April 1st, April 2nd, when a planet is going to go retrograde and when it's going to go direct, the days surrounding those start and end points, the energy is very volatile. So at the end of the retrograde, also like April 23, 24, 25, 26, things can happen as well. So travel plans can be delayed, flights can be delayed, or you're gonna have, God forbid, right? The car breakdown or something like that, that you're gonna miss your flight. So I would, if you need to travel, then do it, but not at the start and the end of the retrograde period. If you need to make a business decision because you have a great lease that's coming up, and your apartment or whatever, just try not to sign at the beginning, at the end of the period. I would prefer that you just postpone it to May, but I know that, life happens, things continue, and sometimes you cannot wait, right? So, but at least try to avoid the beginning and the ending period of this retrograde. So, April 3rd, you are going to have Venus conjunct Neptune, which is a very romantic aspect because Neptune is the higher octave of Venus. So plan a romantic evening for your partner, for your spouse. And April 3rd is the day to do it. April 4th, Venus enters Aries. So people that have natally Venus in Aries, people that have the sun in Aries, people that have our Aries risings are going to look more attractive, just so you know. And since the Venus enters Aries and Mercury is retrograde, these people might get communications from an ex. So if you hear from somebody from the past, now you know why. On April 8th, we have the solar eclipse happening at 19 degrees of Aries. So the ruler of this eclipse is Mars because Mars is the ruler of Aries and it's aspecting Saturn. So whatever you do on this day, proceed slowly and with caution, right? Adhere to Saturn. So if you want to start a business because they're giving you a deadline, and Aries likes to be self-employed, right? Like they want to be the leader, they want to have their own business. Just proceed slowly, read everything really well. Do not initiate anything on April 8th because it is a new moon solar eclipse, but the moon is dark, and you should always wait to at least see that first little white sliver of the moon to after, during a new moon to initiate something. Now, Mars will be in sextile to Jupiter and Uranus, so opportunities may come up. Like, just like I said, don't start anything on the day of the eclipse because the energy is very volatile. On April 10th, we have Saturn conjunct Mars at 14 degrees. So here we go again. We have Mars wanting to move forward, to be assertive, to get things started, and Saturn says, wait. Listen to Saturn because Mercury is retrograde and you will be revisiting the decisions that you make during this period. April 11th, the Sun is conjunct Mercury retrograde at 23 degrees Aries. 23 degrees, the degree of Aquarius. So you may come up with a brilliant idea. So if you are writing something, an email or a business proposal, you're going to give a speech, you're going to edit a book, things should go very well. This is a very good aspect to have. April 19th, the sun goes into Taurus. So happy birthday to all the Tauruses out there. Um, Mercury retrograde conjuncts Venus in Aries at 17 degrees. So again, Aries rising, Aries suns, you may get communication from an ex. Why? Because it's at 17 degrees and it's at the degree of Leo. Okay. So for the rest of you all, your communication will be diplomatic, softer because Venus will calm down that Mercury in Aries. And needless to say that when Mercury is in Aries, everyone should be careful with what they say, how they say it, and to whom they say it, because you will be very quick to react to somebody telling you something. And Aries speaks very bluntly, very honestly. They say what's on their mind. So that's why I'm saying proceed slowly because Saturn is, aspecting a lot of these things, but that's just a general caution for everyone because you will come, your speech, you can have quick comebacks for something that somebody said that you didn't like. And then you're like, oops, I shouldn't have said that. So anyway, April 20th, Jupiter conjuncts Uranus at 21 degrees. Now, I will be doing a separate video on this one, but this can go very positive or not so positive. So prepare for unexpected things to happen. Yes, you can have opportunities, you can have offers come in. Hopefully, like I said, it will be a positive event. If this conjunction, now listen to this, if this conjunction happens in your fifth house or your eighth house, play a couple of lottery tickets, especially if you have a natal aspect of Venus or Jupiter in these houses. Why am I saying this? The fifth house rules gambling, and the eighth house rules money that comes in a lump sum. So, you can spend a couple of dollars on a scratch-off ticket or something. I'm not saying to go and spend $100 or anything like that, but take a risk, play a couple of bucks or a couple of tickets and see if you hit the lottery. Especially if you have Jupiter in aspects to Pluto, that is a millionaire's aspect. So just so you know. April 21st, the Sun in Taurus is squaring Pluto in Aquarius at 2 degrees. So be careful with being too pushy. bossy, forceful. That's Pluto. In whatever situation that comes up. A calmer approach, right? The sun in Taurus is going to work a lot better because Taurus is like to take things slow. April 23rd, we have a full moon in Scorpio at 4 degrees. This may be a difficult full moon because, well, you guys know that when it's a full moon, is that the moon is in opposition to the sun, right? But it's going to be squaring Pluto in Aquarius. So this full moon for the fixed signs, and the fixed signs are in Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio, may have a difficult time with this full moon. So depending on what part of your chart it falls in, and this will be, this will be challenging. So just make a note and whatever happens, and full moons complete things. So if you break up with somebody, or your landlord says you need to move or something to that effect, something better will come up. Okay. April 25th, Mercury goes direct in Aries at 16 degrees. So anybody that has 16 degrees, a planet at 16 degrees, you're going to feel this like relief now going forward. April 28th, Saturn is conjunct Neptune at 28 degrees in Pisces. So don't take action because things are not clear. Remember that Neptune clouds everything. Wherever it's at, it's an area of life that you just don't see things well, right? Review everything really well. I would not recommend, I know spring is, in effect, but I would not recommend anybody going boating or swimming. Why? Because Mars is accidents and Neptune rules the sea. That's, or water, right? So that's why I'm saying if you have Mars conjunct Neptune, there could be an accident in the water, all right? Now, on April 30th, we have Venus squaring Pluto at 2 degrees. So careful with your partner being possessive, jealous. This, unfortunately, is a signature for violence, for rape. If you have this aspect in your natal chart, be careful. And also, on April 30th, Mars enters Aries, and that's how we end the month. I hope that you find this information helpful. It's meant to assist you in navigating April. April will be a month where we're going to see a lot of, because we have so much happening in Aries, so the war energy is going to kick up, all right? Especially with that Jupiter conjuncting Uranus. I hope this conjunction turns out well, that it's not that somebody goes crazy and starts sending out, bombs to foreign, other countries, or that there's not a major earthquake because it's happening in Taurus. So, but I do plan to do a separate video on that conjunction, and I also plan to do another video on the Mercury retrograde. Thank you for watching. As always, if you are learning from these videos, if you find the information useful, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Send this video to someone that it may also help. And if you want a chart reading with me, please send me an email to amaastrology@aol.com. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.